it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
So now here you are in your fourth chakra. You've been acting, and now your actions are giving you emotions, feelings. You love your work instead of hate your work. You're happy to do what you do. You're content. You're compassionate with the people you work with. You have a pure energy in this area because you followed the process to raise your energy to this level. You didn't skip a level. You didn't try to do it without opening yourself up to the world, to what you were put here, what your purpose is, what this life was personally meant for you. So now you have all this energy generating in your fourth chakra. You're going to meditate on your feelings on contentment. You're going to give thanks that you were able to act this way. You're going to give thanks for your contentment, your happiness, your compassion, and you're going to tell yourself and have faith that I'm going to be more compassionate. I'm going to have more contentment, more of all of these good emotions. And then what are you going to do? You're going to, with your emotions, power your ability to communicate. And this is incredibly important because once we communicate with pure emotion, the people have faith in us. And so you should always use your emotions to communicate. You shouldn't communicate your desires without fully feeling, without going through the process. You shouldn't take an action. And this is when someone has angry communication or spiteful communication. They take an action and they skip the feeling, they skip the fourth chakra, and they go right into communication. But if you are diligently, patiently working on your energy body to raise the energy in the correct form, in the form that we have evolved from, then you are going to first this is all focusing on you. First is you. Everything is about you. When we reach here, we enter the world of helping others. And this is with communication of pure energy. This is with communication of love, communication of compassion, communication of friendship, communication of brothership, communication of whatever you want to communicate, but you're going to communicate it with these pure feelings because you filled up your fourth chakra first. You're not going to communicate angrily. You're not going to communicate very seductively. I mean, unless, your private time, I'll give you that for, once in a while. But you're going to communicate. You're going to communicate with more pure emotions, compassion, love, contentment, and people are gonna feel your feelings when you are talking with them, and they're gonna have faith in you. And when you communicate with more people, and more people have faith in you, this is how you open up your third eye chakra. You can open up your third eye chakra. Right here, I have a medicine. Because I am so powerful, I don't allow people to raise themselves to certain points. But there are plants, there are things that you could do. You could open up your third chakra, your third eye chakra, before going through the process of the process of evolution that the world went through to bring us to the conscious beings we are today. And you need to raise your energy in the same process. You open up one thing, it's not pure energy, it's disbalanced energy, in the end, you're going to cause harm to yourself or others. So as you're communicating this love, compassion, contentment, in whatever job you have, in whatever you do, it could be in your office, it could be with your family, it could be in a community board meeting, it could be anywhere. But if you're doing these practices, if you're raising your energy, the people are going to start looking up to you. The people are going to start having more faith in you because you are going to be a person of stability. You are going to be a person of feeling, of real feelings, and you are going to be a person who can communicate with strength and power. And as you communicate with more people, this is going to raise the energy to your third eye chakra. And this is going to give you the ability to connect on a higher level with higher beings and with higher level, more evolved humans, older souls that have come to the planet at this time. This is also going to give you the ability to have more insight, to know when you're doing something and what you're doing it for. It's also going to give you the ability to know when you shouldn't do something and why you shouldn't do it. This is going to give you a lot of higher mind abilities. But you're only getting this because you're connecting more with the collective human consciousness through your pure communication. So through this pure communication, you are giving, you are giving, you are giving. And what does the universe do? It sends to you more consciousness. You give, you give, you give. You give your feelings through your communication and whatever you're talking about. And the universe sends to you more consciousness. So this is how you open you can meditate your whole life. And if you live to raise your energy, if you live this process for 1 year, you will open yourself up more than if you meditated your whole life. And what happens when we start really connecting on a higher level with the collective human consciousness? This opens us up to the spiritual world. And we start giving and receiving from the spiritual world, from our God, from the universe. We really open ourselves up to this. So then as we give and receive more from the root chakra. And this is the purpose, because we want to take from the physical world and process our desires, use our desires to empower our actions, use our actions to give us pure feelings, use our pure feelings to talk with confidence, with love, with compassion, with faith in ourselves, to open ourselves up to a collective human consciousness, to information unavailable to people who don't follow this path, who aren't spiritual, so that we can give all of this out to the spiritual realm. What we are doing is we are taking the physical, moving it through our body, and digesting it into the spiritual. This is what we are doing. This is what a spiritual person does. Because as we become more spiritual, the physical world becomes more spiritual. And spirituality is harmony. And when the physical world is more harmonious, we have better lives. Everyone has better lives. So this is what you are doing in your family, in your workplace, in your community board meeting, in wherever you find yourself most connected with. You are bringing the material frequency of energy, the material world, through you and digesting it into the spiritual realm. When we start giving to the spiritual realm will start giving to us in more ways than we can imagine. because the world will be they're interconnected. It's spiritual realm, but it's a world realm, but they're in the same reality that we just have not yet evolved enough to understand. So we're giving this to the spiritual realm, I'm saying, but we're giving spirituality to the world as we give this to the spiritual realm. And we're taking out the physical out of the world, and we're making the world a more spiritual place. And this is so important because